Influence is the bottom line of everything. It always has been. That's what wars are fought for. It's what the media machine exists for. It's why the YouTube algorithms are rigged. It's why elections are fucking... I don't want to get killed. It's why elections are very fair. It's all influence. So when you're massively influential, they're scared of you. And they sit there and go, okay, he's influential and he's telling people not to sign up to the propaganda. Fuck it. People think I'm crazy, and the reason I talk about this on every podcast is in case it happens, so there can be TikTok clips of me saying that I would never kill myself. Because I'm telling you, you get 3 stages in life. First, they shut you up, and if that fails, then it's false jail charges or it's death. I'm telling you.
Well, don't release a Machiavelli album and do a 2-pack.
So if you believe that, why would you keep going?
Because I have a duty to myself and God, my friend. Then I have to sell my soul, and I'm hoping I inspire other people to do the same and understand that when you shut up, when you be quiet and you ignore objective reality and you ignore one side of the argument, this is how they purport their lies. This is what The Matrix is. The movie The Matrix is people being used for their body heat and their mind is living inside of a false reality to keep them occupied. What is the difference now? We're all out here working jobs, being used for our body heat, living inside a version of reality which is objectively false. Objectively, they will tell you there's things happening that aren't happening. They'll tell you to be afraid of things you shouldn't be afraid of. They'll tell you a fucking giraffe is a horse. They'll tell you all this garbage, and you have to ignore your own eyes and absorb it and accept it. It's all, the whole world's fake. Everything's fake. And I don't think many people actually understand how fake it is. Every single thing from the World Health Organization to the federal system to the legal system to the judicial system is fake. The pandemic, or I don't even like calling it that because it's a lie, but the whatever you want to call it, that is a perfect example of how they can completely purport a false version of reality. Anyone who talks against it gets deleted. Everyone who talks for it gets amplified. And they make you afraid of something that you never saw with your own eyes. I ask people this all the time. Did you objectively see? Did you see people falling down the street? Did you see long lines outside of hospitals? Did you see ambulances running left, right, and center? Did you see what they told you was happening? The answer is fucking no. They told you it was happening enough times for you to believe it. That's all that happened. It's a fucking scam. It's the Matrix, bro. It's a lie. It's a fucking scam. If they would have never put it on the news and you lived your life as normal, you wouldn't have noticed the fucking thing. Yeah. Think what they did to people over 3 years. I think if someone's not standing there saying this is wrong, then evil wins. Think how many things they're already purporting on our children in the Western world.
For sure.
Imagine if no one stands up, and very few people do. Imagine if no one was. Imagine how fast it would accelerate. This is genuinely a battle of good versus evil. Dubai is insulated, Eastern Europe's semi-insulated, certain parts of the world are. But if you go to America and send your kid to school and read the shit that they're going through on a daily basis, it's fucking evil. Someone has to stand up and fight this stuff.
No, I've got kids, and for me, this hits home because I'm a Muslim. I have my beliefs and values, what I think, but I will never push it as a Muslim. It's not allowed. It's not like maybe I don't agree, but whatever someone chooses to be or their sexual orientation or whatever, it's not my problem. I feel like anything pushing an agenda on innocent, people who can't even decide, who are not mature. What does the word mature mean? Going through puberty, also mentally being mature. Yeah. It doesn't mean your balls could drop at like 10. I saw kids in my school with beards, like little Pakistani kids, and I'm next to them and they have big beards, you know what I'm saying? In the school, and my moustache was then I was growing out, I looked like a fat Hitler, but my point is that still doesn't mean you're mature enough to make a decision. Like nowadays, my kid can swipe up on my phone when a message comes and watch YouTube. I had a runny nose at 10 looking like that, jumping off, trees. We were a different generation, but still to push that agenda, choose your own sex, like take away from the parents. I feel like he said, in the West, if I were to discipline my kid or say something wrong, they could literally take my children away from me and I have no say. It's not the word own, but my kids don't belong to me.
They don't, you're right.
In the West, they don't. I've seen it. They bring you these books, and again, it's not about that, what you believe and what you're not, but you can't push in the same way. I will never let Muslims push an agenda, everyone be Muslim or everyone be a vegan. Everything's the same. It should be the same. Kids, whatever they want to do. My kids, I've never told them to buy a Barbie doll or a gun or play football. They just naturally themselves liked, here's some nail polish and I'm sitting there putting stuff on me.
Yeah.
Just let them flow. Yeah. I tried to get them to wrestle and go hit pads. I was like, no, I said, come on, kickboxing, but they didn't want to do it. Yeah. So it's something, a natural inclination, in my opinion, was in there from genetic makeup, in my opinion, that people tend to do what they do, But pushing that agenda is scary, and hence why I chose to live in Dubai and raise my kids, especially here, because I don't want to have these books where, just confusing them at an early age, or where you can choose your pronoun. And it's no disrespect to anyone, but I think as a kid, they don't even know what they want to be. They don't even know what day of the week is. Yeah. They think they're Wonder Woman meets Frozen, Elsa. They don't know. And yet you're putting this on them and saying, no, you must choose. And then giving the parents like, come and see us, we're going to get the social services to say this and that. It's like communism in a way. It's communism.
Yeah, the kids aren't yours in the West, and they don't want them to be yours. I don't think people understand how this extrapolates out to all society. The reason they want everybody broke, the reason they inflate the currency, the reason it takes two people now, the father and the mother, to be working your asses off is because that means the kids belong to the school. They go to school all day and they get programmed, and then they watch the internet all day and they get programmed again. They're not your children. And Tam's right. You should be able to have children with the idea of raising them how you see fit, however that is. We can't tell other people how to raise their kids, but no one should be telling us how to raise ours. And you nailed it. In the West, social services XYZ. If you want to discipline your child or tell them something ain't real, they tell the teacher, you lose your kid. You don't own your kid. You don't own your house because they'll take that from you if you don't wear your mask. It's all bullshit. Like most people don't realize on every level how corrupted society is. It's truly scary, and that's why I stand up and say these things. And if they kill me, it was nice meeting you, gentlemen. But
you know, in the UK now, if you take your kid out of school, you get fined. So if you want to take him on holiday during time, you have to pay money. You're like, hold on, I'm giving you one less kid to educate. That's a spare seat in the class.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's bonkers.
But you don't think there should be some rules? Like, just wondering.
There should absolutely be some rules, but you need checks and balances and everything, which is why you need somebody to talk. You always need someone to talk against the rules, even if the rules are completely right.
Yeah.
The second you have nobody talking against any kind of agenda, it becomes tyrannical, no matter what it is, no matter how well-intentioned it is. I actually believe a lot of the things that exist now to keep society in order were started with good intentions. I don't believe that Facebook or social media was started with the intention of controlling populations, but it just ends up there. That's how it ends up when they become powerful. So yeah, you certainly need rules, but now we're in a situation where certain people can make rules and other people can't talk against them.